What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome all my new subscribers. I want to take a second and thank each and every single one of you guys out there that take the time out of your day to watch and support my channel. It means the world to me. Everybody, welcome back. This is another episode of the detailing series on the new Honda Civic that I picked up. We're getting ready to tackle this interior. It's filthy. It is a disaster. It is the filthiest, nastiest disaster detail that I've ever done, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm going to be bringing you guys along on my interior process, what I'm going to do to get this thing clean. For the most part, it's going to be a voiceover. I might put you guys on the tripod, show you guys me cleaning a door panel and kind of explain, you know, basically how I do it. I know I've done it in other videos, but there could be somebody that's just watching this video for the first time ever to my channel. So I will show you guys me maybe cleaning the door, some 50/50s on the driver door because it's pretty bad. But this thing is in dire need of a full interior clean. I'm gonna be extracting the seats, front and back seats. It's got a lot of dog hair, and one thing I'm excited to test. Show you guys this. So I got this Fur-Eel. Dad joke. For real. This little vacuum attachment that's supposed to be really good for dog hair. So we're gonna be testing this out because there's a lot of dog hair in this thing. I want to take the seats out, but I'm not going that far, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not going that far. I'm a mechanic. I do it all. I work on cars like that all day, and I'm not trying to do that here. So. Yeah, first things first, we're gonna get started. You know, first thing I like to do, I like to remove everything out of the car, floor mats, everything like that. I'll show you guys me cleaning one of the floor mats as well. I'm gonna be using my little BISSELL Spot Clean Pro to extract. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun one, guys. So sit back, enjoy the show, and let's get to cleaning. I'll show you guys what I'm working with, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to this. Come on, Smurf, you can do it. So let's get to it, guys. All right, everybody. So before we jump in to the Smurf process, I'm mainly going to be putting you guys probably on my head for a majority and do a voiceover. But my garage door actually broke yesterday, and yeah, it won't open. So this is all the light I got. Hopefully you guys can see, but I want to give you guys the rundown real quick. I know you guys probably saw in the first video, because the wash video is probably going to be out before this one, but I will give you guys a nice little view of what I'm gonna have to do. As you guys can see, let me hop in the seat real quick. This thing is pretty bad. Yeah. So this is gonna be fun. Back door panels aren't that bad, but check out inside. Yeah. There is, this back seat's gonna need to be extracted. Dog hair everywhere. I guess that's pee, dog pee, stained. So, without further ado, guys, let's get to cleaning. All right, everybody. So as we jump into this interior detail, first thing I like to do is remove all the floor mats. And a key thing here is try to keep everything on the mat. Try not to spill it on the floor. It's just going to be more vacuuming you have to do. So if you can, try to keep everything that's on the mat, not shake it out all over the floor. That's just a little tip that I like to do. Shake it out outside. So yeah, start by removing all the floor mats, all the big stuff. You know, sometimes you find goodies under the seat. In this case, I didn't find $1 million, so I was kind of disappointed. But that's all right. So let's get to removing all this stuff before we move on. All right, so I got all the floor mats out and I'm getting ready to start vacuuming. So I'm gonna start with the floor mats and cleaning the floor mats. Here I'm using my RIDGID shop vac. Love this thing. Yeah, it's not the most powerful. I got Incredible Hulk out here helping me. Look at them guns. Yeah, so I'm using my RIDGID shop vac with the Fur-Eel attachment. And this is my first time ever using it. It's a little weird because it's grabby, but I fell in love with this thing instantly. It works fantastic with any kind of hair that's on the carpets and fabrics. It does a fantastic job. I love my lily brush, but this, you know, you don't have to use the lily brush and then vacuum. You do it all in one. It does wear out, but it works phenomenal. So just gonna vacuum it up before I start extracting. And what I'm gonna be using is my P&S, gotta say that slow, my 3-step interior system, which is the Carpet Bomber with the Terminator, ENZYME, and Spot Cleaner with the Peroxide Finisher. And the 3-step system just works fantastic. I love it. I have a video on that system if you guys want to go back and check it out. You're more than welcome to. But yeah, I'm going to get to work cleaning and extracting these floor mats. All right, now, Dad was not allowed to have all the fun. You know, my Smurf Jr. had to come out here and have some fun. He saw me using the drill brush, and he just had to give it a try. So I put him to work. I had to, you know. You know, you got to teach him young, and you got to get him out here. You got to let him know how difficult it is sometimes to do an interior. And of course, he wanted to learn how to extract, so I put him to work on the extractor, and I showed him the ropes. Smurf Jr. is going to be a professional before you know it. All right, everybody, training is over. Smurf Jr. is now a professional. So now it's time to get to extracting and get to cleaning these floor mats. In my BISSELL spot clean, I'm just using hot water, guys, out of the tap water. And I just go until it turns clear, until it stops pulling stuff out. So let's get to work. Okay, guys, so here we go. Here you can see just how much nasty stuff we pulled out. One of many nasty tanks. All right, moving on. Before I start vacuuming, one thing I like to do is use my air gun. I have my extended air gun here. It makes it a lot easier. But I like to use my air compressor with my air gun and just blow out all the nooks and crannies. You can see there, stuff flying out. Just so you don't create more work, later on when you're into the cleaning stage and stuff is falling, you got to vacuum here and there. So this step really helps dislodge stuff from nooks and crannies that you can't really get. It's really helpful. Also, compressed air, it's really great at blowing out certain panels and cracks and crevices. So it's really nice to have. You don't absolutely need it, but it's just great to have, and it's a step that I like to take before I start vacuuming. Also, guys, another tip here, you can see me kind of spread the seam in the seat. You guys don't understand how much stuff gets stuck in that little crevice. It's like the land of the lost, okay? You guys got to make sure you get in there and you spread those seams, because it can build up a whole bunch of stuff. You wouldn't believe it. But yeah, make sure you spread those seams and vacuum inside of there as well. Surprise, surprise. I'm not going to take the seats out. Well, guess what, guys? You saw how much stuff was there between the seat and the center console, and it was driving me crazy. So I had to take the seats out, and I'm glad I did, because it was giving me much more access to all this stuff under the seat. And yeah, it needed it bad. So I don't regret it one bit. I don't. So I've got the seats out. I've got my little table set up. I'm ready to go to town on these seats. First thing I'm doing is taking my air compressor and I'm blowing out anything that could be left over under the tracks. And honestly, guys, you guys wouldn't believe how much dog hair and stuff was just blowing out from underneath the seat that has accumulated. I was blown away. So I am just that much happier that I took the seats out to clean them, because it 100% needed it. I'm following the same process. I'm using my P&S 3-step system. This is the P&S Express Interior Cleaner. I love it in my IK spray bottle. Works fantastic, smells good. Just going to go ahead and clean up the plastics before I move on to the fabric. Now that I got the plastics cleaned up, I'm using the same system as I did with my floor mats. P&S Carpet Bomber and Terminator, the dynamic duo. Now here I'm giving it a generous amount. I'm not oversaturating it, but I'm giving it a generous amount. Then I'm going to go in with my drill brush. I'm going to go ahead and agitate a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and extract it. And let's see what we can pull out of this seat. All right, as I run out of water, one full tank on the bottom cushion, and it looks awesome. You can see the difference in gray, and you can see the nasty stuff that I pulled out. I got the family in the back playing ball, just out here, just relaxing. I had my music going, and yeah, so one water tank in this bottom seat already looks great. One of many tanks that I used to clean this seat. So let's get started on the top. All right, one seat done. It seems like 10 water tanks later, but the seat looks great. I'm happy. It is time to fill up the water in the tank and start on the other seat.
All right, so now that we got the seats taken care of, I'm going to turn my attention to these pretty nasty, filthy covers that cover the seat rails. And I'm excited here, guys, because I'm using my McCulloch 1385 steamer for the first time. I bought it kind of mid-detail for this job, and I'm glad I did because it's awesome. If you guys are on the fence about buying a steamer, it's going to be worth it. The only thing I don't like is you saw me spray it away for the first time when you pull the trigger. After it sits, it does spray some water out at first, but then it steams. So I can say just point it away, pull the trigger for a second, then it'll start steaming and you're good to go. But it cuts through the grease and the grime so easy. It makes cleaning so easy. It's also going to get in there and disinfect as well. I absolutely love the steamer and I'm glad I bought it. If you're on the fence about buying one, do it. It is worth it. It's worth every penny, guys. Alright, so you guys saw me go ahead and steam and clean these headrests. I am done. I ran out of water again, you guys. This was just the two headrests that you see on the table. And look at the stuff I pulled out, man. It just baffles me. But yeah, got the headrest clean. Now time to move on to the next step.
We are at day what feels like 32 on the Honda Civic. You guys, I've been recording bits and pieces throughout the week, so if you guys are wondering if the daylight looks a little brighter in some videos and a little darker in some videos, it's because I've been working on this thing periodically after work. And today is a week after I started, and I'm getting ready to clean the interior on the Civic. Let me show you guys. All right, so hopefully you guys can see this. So I'm gonna start with the plastics and work my way from the back all the way to the front. And then when I'm done, then I'm gonna shampoo and extract the seats, the back seats, and then move down to the carpet. But I know stuff might trickle down onto the seats because I'm gonna be using my new steamer. Let me show you guys. I know you guys saw this in the video. My McCulloch steamer, this thing is absolutely awesome. It's on right now. I'm just waiting for it to warm up. I got my extractor on hand. Now everybody, since this was a smoker's car, I went ahead and bought one of these little respirators because I don't want to be steaming all that nasty stuff out and then be breathing it in. So I highly recommend picking up one of these if you're going to be cleaning a really nasty car or a smoker's car, because all that steam is going to lift up all that nicotine that's stuck in the plastics and you don't want to be breathing that stuff in. So make sure you wear your gloves. Highly recommend this. I got this from Harbor Freight for I think 18 bucks, and it's actually pretty legit. You can also use that when you're coating so you're not breathing in the coating fumes and stuff like that. So highly recommend that. What I'm going to be using, guys, is my Sintra from Vonix. This is their antibacterial cleaner, and it can clean plastics, carpets, upholstery, and is a disinfectant as well. My buddy Fab, Fab Automotive, just did a video on this stuff, and I remembered I had it. So shout out to Vonix for sending me this. Disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. They just sent me some stuff to try out, so I'm trying it out. I'm excited. What better way than to use it on the inside of the Civic? So I'm gonna get you guys set up. My steamer's almost ready. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray the panels with this stuff, let it sit for a second, work it in with the steamer, and then I'm gonna come in with my damp towel and then dry it up, and we're gonna get this thing clean. So let's get to work.
All right, so I just wanted to add this quick tip here. You guys, by now, I'm already in love with this steamer. I highly recommend it. I will remember to put it down in the description box. If you're interested in a steamer, go for it. Don't, if you're on, like I said, if you're on the fence, just pull the trigger. I wish I would have bought this thing a long time ago. And one tip with the steamer is just keep it moving. Don't focus it in one spot for a really long time. You could damage something. Just remember to keep it moving and you'll be just fine. It is pretty hot though. Just be careful not to catch yourself. I did a few times. Luckily, I had gloves on. Just be cautious, and it can really add to your arsenal. And it's a fantastic tool, guys.
All right, everybody. So, as you guys saw, we went to town on this interior. It was absolutely nasty. The stuff just kept coming and coming out and coming out and coming out. I'm just like, when's it gonna stop? But you guys, I finally hit a stopping point for the night. It's like past midnight. My back is hurting. Whoo, this is, hats off to all you detailers that do this all the time, man. Because, man, my back is hurting. But check this out, guys. Went ahead and got everything clean. That's not coming out. I tried. But I went ahead and got everything cleaned up. All the carpets. Took care of that pee stain back there. That was nasty. Carpets look great. You guys will see better, inside shots when I get it outside whenever I fix my garage door. But went ahead and got all the interior plastics taken care of. Everything looks good. We got the dash, the steering wheel. Everything taken care of. The center console. Everything looks fantastic. Smells great in here. So, we are going to let it dry overnight. And then I'm going to come in the morning and we're going to dress all the plastics with the... What are we going to dress it with? With the Vonix. Yeah, with some Vonix. Sorry, we're going to dress it with some Vonix. Clean the windows and we'll be done with the interior. I'm excited. So, yeah.
All right, now it's time to restore this faded section here in the window. It's not tinted, so it just sits out in the sun. It's never had protection on it. This Restorex from Vonix will restore plastics and give you up to 6 months of protection on the interior plastics and 2 months of protection on the exterior. Did a great job here restoring and giving it some color back in the plastic. Great product here. Smells awesome. Easy to use. Great product here from Vonix. All right, quick tip here, guys. I'm moving towards the front of the car. These cotton swabs I picked up at Harbor Freight for like $5 for the whole bag. Now they work great at getting in the vents. What I do here is I just put a little bit of the Vonix trim restorer on the tip of this swab, dab it in with my fingers a little bit, and it's a great way to get inside the vents to protect and actually darken inside the vents, because you can see here they're kind of faded. And you can see as I rub it in, you'll see as it gets darker a little bit. Takes a little bit of time, but it works great, and it really is a great accent when you have clean vents. Great way to get in there. These swabs are cheap. Yes, they're not going to last, but they work great. They get the job done. You break a couple, you throw them away. It's fine. $5 a bag, Harbor Freight. Great pickup for me. Worked great for what I needed them for. All right, everybody, we are on the home stretch. Here I am using Geon Interior Detailer. I'm actually using it for my first time here, everybody, and it works fantastic. It smells great, flashes good. This is probably one of the best interior detailers that I've ever used. And what it does great here is it knocks back the shine just a little bit from the Restorex, because you guys know I don't like super shiny, but it works great. Knocking down, yeah, you can see the glass is still dirty, but I leave that for last. Glass is last in Smurf's way he does his details. But yeah, wiping everything down with the interior detailer and getting ready to finish this thing up.
All right, everybody. Woo! We are at the end of day, what it feels like, 743,642. But a week later, I finally finished the interior. Yeah. So, like I said, I know I'm probably wearing different clothes than the last little clip, but it's because I've been just taking my time on this thing, guys. It's my car. I'm not in a rush. Really wanted to take my time and clean this thing, but I got the interior all cleaned up. Now, one thing I fell in love with was this Vonix Restarax. That's the best way I'm going to pronounce it. But you guys know I don't like shiny dashes, and at first it can seem shiny. But what I did was, when I came in after it, because the dash and the deck lid needed it. It was so faded, it needed some kind of restore, not just a protectant. So I wanted to try that out, and it worked really good. A little shiny for me at first, but what I did was I came back with the microfiber, knocked it down, and then after it dried, I came back with my Geon interior detailer and wiped it down, and it made it a little more satin, to the point where it looks really good, guys. So let me show you real quick what the inside looks like. Let me grab a light real quick because it's kind of hard to see. This will work. All right, guys. Inside is completely done. I didn't show you me cleaning the windows because who wants to watch me clean windows? But, all right, guys. Check this out. Interior is clean. Seats are done. I decided to order some new floor mats, so hopefully those come next week. Doors are nice and clean. The inside looks amazing. Get in here. You know what? See right here, it looks shiny, but it really does restore it to a nice factory finish. Can look a little shiny because my lights. I had a subscriber actually in another video say that the inside job from Turtle Wax looks shiny, but it really isn't. Like this right here on camera does look kind of shiny, but I can assure you it's a little more shiny than I opt for, but it will die down just a little bit once it dries. Like the deck lid, let me show you. See, here's the deck lid back here. It looks awesome. Really nice factory finish. Got the back all nice and clean, minus the primer. The seats look awesome. That pee stain is gone. Gotta put the center console lid on. But you guys, I'm happy. Whew. All right. Let's jump into a quick final thoughts on this interior episode. All right, everybody. We are on a quick, I'll try to make it quick, but a final thoughts segment on this episode of this little series that I am doing. The interior. This was by far the most work I've ever done on an interior. It was way more work than I anticipated. So I want to take my hats off to those that detail daily, every single day. This thing literally kicked my butt. I started on this last weekend on Sunday, worked on it Sunday, Monday, and been working on the interior all week, and just now finished it the next following Monday. So I've got a lot of hours into the interior of this car. I would not be doing this thorough of a job if it wasn't my car. You know, when it's your own car, you like to put that extra credit in there, and I did, and I know it's going to pay off. At the end of the day, I want this thing to look and smell good and just be clean. That's just how I like my vehicles. So yeah, I learned a ton just doing this, and it is really crazy to think of how much work it really takes to really put the effort in actually cleaning, I mean deep cleaning the inside of the car. It was crazy what I pulled out of the seats and the floor mats. I can't believe how much stuff I pulled out from underneath the seat. I mean, it was absolutely crazy insane. Go over a few things that I used, all the tools that I used to make this interior turn around 1,000 times better. I want to say honestly, I love my BISSELL Spot Clean Professional. It gets the job done, but on jobs like this, I need something a little bit more. I went through, like, no joke, probably 25 to 30 tanks of this water, and every single one of them was black. It was nasty. As you guys saw, I just couldn't believe it. I get in right now, the car smells fresh, and that is thanks to the Sintra from Vonix. This stuff right here is incredible, guys. It cuts well, it smells amazing. It's a antibacterial disinfectant. It does everything in one, paired with my new steamer. That steamer is legit, guys. If you're on the fence about getting a steamer, buy it. I got the McCulloch McCulloch 1385. You guys, I will try to remember to put all the links to all my tools and everything that I use in the description. I'm terrible at that, but I'll try. I'll try my best. The Sintra worked phenomenal. I got about this much left in my bottle. I will be buying the concentrated version and using this stuff all the time because it's phenomenal. My P&S 3-step system, the Carpet Bomber paired with the Terminator enzyme remover. You guys, these are the dynamic duo right here. These two straight up did work on that interior. And then I finished it down with my peroxide finisher after I was done cleaning everything. Spray it on, let it sit. And then I used I have my little bottle up there, I'm not gonna grab it, but my Geon fabric coat, and did the front seats with it just to protect them. Did the back seats with them, just to give a little bit of protection on the cloth seats. I then, on the dashboard and the deck lid, since there's no tint on the back, it was very faded, as you guys saw. This Restarax, that's what I'm gonna call it, the Restarax. It did a phenomenal job. I was kind of sketchy at first because it is a little bit shiny, but it says on the back it could be used on exterior and interior plastics and can last up to 6 months on interior plastics, about 2 months on the outside. But I needed something to restore the plastic, so I did this. It worked great. It says come back with a microfiber if you want a less of a sheen. So I came back with my microfiber. I knocked it down, but then I came back with my Geon interior detailer and went over the rest of the car with it. So this knocked it down just a little bit again, and it added that just extra protection on top. This interior detailer, fab. If you watch this, dude, you were right. This stuff is absolutely incredible, guys. This stuff smells so good. Wipes, flashes ultra quick. It's almost like you're putting nothing on the car, honestly. Super matte finish. It helped dummy down the gloss of this just a little bit to the point where it looks good. I am very happy. I finished it up with, I didn't show you guys me cleaning the glass, but I actually got this Supreme Detail Supply Clearview in one of my glove boxes, paired with the waffle weave towel from, I think, the Rad Company. I came in my glove box too, but this little duo right here did phenomenal. I did have to use, I used my Griot's Garage Twisted Loop drying towel, the little square ones. I have it over there. It's dirty. I'm not going to grab it. For the initial wipe, I had to go around the glass twice. They were really nasty and they had some thick stuff on the inside. So I went around all the glass with my Twisted Loop Griot's towel. And then I came back to mop everything up and just get all the stragglers with my waffle weave, and it worked incredible. The glass looks amazing. You guys, the interior is done. It looks incredible, guys. I'm baffled at the transformation, and I'm glad you guys took the time to come along on this little series and watch the interior. I apologize if this maybe was a long video, but I enjoyed filming it. You guys have so much content. So yeah, I just want to thank all you guys. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next part, which will be the last part to this series, which will be the paint. We are going to go ahead and freshen up the paint, protect it, and yeah, give it the final touches. So I appreciate all you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. While you're down there, smash that thumbs up for me. Click that little notification bell. That way when I upload more videos, you guys will get notified. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I hope you guys all out there have a fantastic day, night, evening, whatever it is where you're at right now watching. And I'm going to catch you guys all on the next video.